Evening, boys. Hope you're good. Excuse me. If I'm a little bit quiet, it's because I've got a kid with a broken elbow just at the side of me who could wake up any minute. But yeah, the show must go on, as they say. Evening, Dimble, Smuts, Jens, Daz, Rob. Daz is pissed, but in a crowd, but he's here. That's good. Jens wants to go now because he's got 3 minutes. And he's playing Rob, so we will, without further ado, crack straight on. Look at Rob's side. Plenty of absentees still at Gabriel, Verts, and Hakimi, and this is how Rob lines up tonight. Back 5. Thanks much, appreciate that. She's a brave little cookie. A little bit annoyed that there's plenty of plans, including swimming and water activities throughout the holidays that she now can't do, but I'm sure she'll still make the most of it. Flat back 5, Gibbs White in support of Haaland. That is Rob. Oh, why has that done that? And the Vikings line up like this. Garassi's come back in, little diag added to Gula, and we roll. Daz, you can go next, just chill. Evening, Liam, Tato. Nice to see so many in the chat. PPP, yeah, I've really struggled with injuries and etc. So Haaland yet to hit the heights as well, which will be frustrating for Rob, but I'm sure he'll kick into gear eventually. But it is Kvaratskhelia that's open scoring, and another red card. Yes, Daz, you can go next. You can go next. You can go next. Another red card and suspension coming in for the pool party. There's no defensive options at all on the bench, so it's going to probably be a flat back 4, I imagine, and a roll from Rob. But I'll just wait for the thumbs up. Back 4, Pulisic on, get him in a 2 with Gibbs White. Pulisic on, get him in a 2 with Gibbs White. Rob, it's a red card, mate, so you need to take somebody off to put Pulisic on. So who's coming off for Pulisic? If you made a quick call to Trump to see if you can get the yank on for free. Something like that. Don't work like that in All Stars, mate. You have to follow the fucking rules. You'll be down to 10 men. So leave it as it is, Rob, yeah? Cool. I assume we will. Just have one centre back. Okay. So which one's coming off? Fuck's sake. Oh my lord. Pulisic is coming on for somebody. I'm going to guess Milinkovic. Five seconds and Milinkovic is getting pulled. 5, 4, 3, 2. Leave it. Fucking. Okay, leave it. Cool. Driving. It's no fucking excuse, Rob. Right. 15 minutes to half time. 2-0. Big Virgil van Dijk has double the lead for the Vikings. And looks like they're going to take a comfortable 2-0 lead into half time. Oh, could be 3. Big pressure, but it is 2 half time. Not too bad from PPV. 5 attempts, 4 on target, 7 and 5 for the Vikings. A 4 for Donnarumma, a few 5s in there, 6s and 7s as well. Probably changes for Rob. Give him a chance to have a think about that. Over at the Vikings, assists from Gula and Van Dijk. Goal and assist for him. Pretty comfortable for Jens. Wouldn't expect anything from him. So we'll just wait and see. Yeah. Just fucking roll. Okay, right. To 60 we go then. Roll from Rob and Jens. 2-0 Vikings lead. And it's 3-0. 3-0. About to get on the M5. Jesus. Where you going, Rob? Anywhere nice? Or just one for a drive to get away from the kids? Haaland has a goal back on the stroke of 60 minutes. But it is 3-1 to the Vikings. 10 attempts, 7 now for Vikings. 6 and 5 for the pool party. I assume Rod's probably just going to roll it now. Over at the Vikings, assist from Bradley Barcola for the 3rd goal scored by Gerassi. Cunha for Kamada for the Vikings. Magic. Conscious that I'm trying to have a conversation with Rob while he's just about to get on the M5, so probably not going to get too much back from him. Give him a few seconds just to see if anything comes through. If not, we'll run it and hope that Haaland can kick on. Okay, we'll run it on. If Rob comes through with anything, we'll stop it. We'll get this last 30 minutes played. Injury for Ardek Gula. Would expect to see Guerra come in. I'm going to get that ready now. And just wait for Jens to confirm. Evening, Steve. Congratulations on the good news, my friend. Very pleased for you. More importantly, when's the stag? Where are we going? All Stars on tour for Steve Wright Stag Do. Sounds fucking class. Jens, are you happy with that sub? I mean, it's lifelike. It makes sense. Okay, we're going to roll with it. In 3, 2, 1. 10 minutes or so for PPP to get back in it. And it's 4-1 to the Vikings. Kvaratskhelia has his 2nd. Gnabry goal back. We're back in the goals for game week 4. Bloody hell, Rodri's injured now. It's going to be Koundé. Not sure if any of them can play DMC. So, Kvaradil. We'll leave Koundé in there for the last couple of minutes. As Vikings take 3 points. What are you on about? Dundalk races Friday and Dublin Saturday has been mentioned. What, this Friday? Or a Friday? Right, first game of the night finishes 4-2 to the Vikings. 13 attempts, 9 on target. 9 and 7 for PPP. Kvaratskhelia gets man of the match for his brace. solid performance throughout from the Vikings. Haaland and Gnabry with the goals, assists from Raum and Doku, but another red card, another suspension, and a couple of injuries as well. Dragons, oh no, we're going to go to Daz next, actually. Lots of players wanting new contracts. They have all been offered. Change up in formation from Daz 3 at the back with a flat 4 in midfield. You've got Paz behind Martinez. And he is playing, I'm pretty sure, Dimble is. Who continues with the same shape. Pretty sure Bruno's been offered a new contract. Colomawani is in for Jocres. Kessel Miners first. Tempestas is the second game of the night. And it is Nico Paz open to scoring for the away side. And Saka into the book early doors. And Militao as well now picks up a booking. And another injury. Jesus Christ. Probably going to be Savinio. So we will get that done and continue on. So many red cards and injuries in this database. It's unbelievable. But that's why we fucking hell got a red card for Nico Paz now as well. That's why we drafted 40 players, so that we've got plenty of choice. Just see if Daz wants to move anybody around, maybe move Foden forward, or just leave it. Dimble, opportunity to do something if you wish as well. Assume you'll probably just run it to half time. Carry on from Daz, not expecting anything from Dimble. Pretty sure he was here earlier on in the chat. Yeah. He'll run it to half time. I'm pretty sure he will leave it. A couple of minutes to play. Pushing forward are the Miners. We get to half time 1-0. 2 attempts, nothing on target for the Miners, 6 and 5 for the Tempestas. Assist coming from Pablo Barrios. Savinio doing okay from the bench, 7s and 6s for everybody else. Over at the Miners, Diego Costa continuing his good form. 5 for Militao, a few 6s and 7s for everybody else. We've got a roll from both managers, so we'll go to 60. And Colomawani on his debut gets a goal back on 52 minutes as we head level into the last half an hour. 4-2 now for Kessel Miners, pushing against the 10 men. Antonio Silva on an 8, 6s and 7s for everybody else. Over at the Miners, assist for Nico Williams, who's having a decent game, as is Hincapié and Costa. Barrios for Esposito to up top. Like that, Limbs, just confirm. Perfect. Right, let's run this one to a conclusion. Let Daz get back on the beers. Chance for Martinez and Rogers. Miners pushing forward now, though. 20 minutes or 10 minutes to play. Chance for Tempestas there. And it is Bruno Fernandes, assisted by Saka, I think, gets a goal, and Fernandes gets a second. 2 in 2 minutes for him, and Kessel Miners have come from behind against the 10 men, inspired by Bruno Fernandes. Pretty even game, but probably only one side going to win it once that red card took effect. 9 and 5 versus 8 and 5 in terms of attempts. Saka picks up man of the match for an assist. Lots and lots of 8s in there for Miners, including Fernandes and Kolomuani. Alexandro with 5, 6s and 7s for everybody else apart from Antonio Silva. 3 points for the Miners. Next up, we've got Unicorns versus the Black Shucks. I'm pretty sure Smuts is here. I'm pretty sure these are new contracts offered. Oh, just checking. Black Shucks continuing as they have started incredibly well with no changes. Over at the Unicorns have also got unchanged. Pretty sure they didn't play last time out, but the last game was a 4-2 defeat to a Jude Bellingham inspired Hagemore Rangers. So good luck to both. Sexy away kit for the Black Shucks. Unicorns in their usual colours, and another game, another red card, and Nico Schlotterbeck, early doors, 11 minutes in, has sent the Unicorns down to 10 men. Crikey Moses, this is mental. For fuck's sake, indeed. Pretty sure we've had a red card in every game so far. Injuries also in every game so far, so place your bets now on who's going to get injured in this game. My money is on Isak. So, attacking midfield player sacrificed. Is Kitchen down about? If you are, mate, give us a shout. We'll run it on for now, but if you want to do anything, give us a shout. Black Shucks pressure against the 10 men. Shea Lacey involved plenty down that right hand side. Somebody into the book, but it is Isak who has opened the scoring for the Unicorns. 10 men take the lead. And it is 2-0. Damn it, Olmo has doubled the lead for the 10 men, and Black Shucks looking in danger of their first defeat of the season. When we get to half time, 2-0 to the 10 men Unicorns. 4 attempts versus 3 for the Black Shucks. 6s are plenty in there. Frankie de Jong doing well on an 8. 7s for David and Alvarez. Over at the Unicorns, Adam Water doing a sterling job on a 9. Plenty of 8s and 7s in there too. Assists for Pavlovic and Vinny Jr. As is from Unicorns. Dan usually says if he's here, and I've not heard anything from him, so we'll give him 10 seconds, but if not, we'll run it through. We'll go to 60 minutes. Another yellow card. Free kick retaken by Rashford. Black Shucks pushing again, and they have got to go back on the click. Big decision for the Unicorns now. Do they stick or twist? Go a little bit more defensive to hold what they've got after Osimhen has got to go back for Black Shucks, assisted by Shearley, who has been involved plenty on that right hand side. Only 18, looks a decent talent over at the Unicorns. Adam Wharton still doing a great defensive job in front of the back four. GW4 done a decent job since he's come in as well. I would think Smuts will probably just try and see this out with what he's got. That's his year. Wouldn't expect anything different. So I'm going to assume that Dan's not here and run this one to 90 minutes, see if the Unicorns can hold on. And it is a goal for Verratti. Black Shucks have levelled against the 10 men and have that side looking most likely if there's going to be a winner. He's had a big chance for the Unicorns into the last few seconds, and it's going to finish as a Desmond. Good, entertaining game. Unicorns did well to get a 2-goal lead, but the Black Shucks pressure against the 10 men saw them get back into it and snatch a point. 10 attempts, 6 on target for them, 7 on 5 for Unicorns. Assists from Shearley and Julian Alvarez. A 6 for Oblak, not ideal, but apart from that, a good point from a losing position. Mike Gay picks up that match with a 10. Adam Wharton also a 10. Solid defensive efforts from them. But unfortunately, just couldn't hold on. But a very entertaining game once more. Next up, Dragons versus Craggy Island, or whatever it is. Was there a change for... Yeah, there was a change. Nunes has gone into DMC. Ahmad Diallo's gone into right wing back. Botman's come in at centre back for the Dragons. And over at Craggy, we've got a new formation. The lovely horse formation. And something very sort of standard in the original database. De Bruyne looks like he's coming in for a debut in centre midfield, and Grealish Solanke as well, also going to pick up debuts. So Dragons versus Craggy Island. Not seen Duggan. He did say he probably won't make it tonight. I'm pretty sure Sav is about, so give us a wave, Sav, and let me know you are present. Early pressure from Craggy Island, and it is Lukaku who opens the scoring for the away side. Present. Very good. And Sav will be happy with what he's seen so far, as De Bruyne on his debut doubles the lead for Craggy, and Grealish on debut hits a third, and that kind of original database meta 3DMC formation is doing bits for Mr. Savage. No attempts at all from the Dragons, 6 attempts all on target for Craggy Island. Assists have come from Mo Salah, João Palhinha. Lots of 8s and 7s in there. A couple of 6s as well for the defensive players who probably not had to do a great deal over at the Dragons. Allison on a 5, 7s for a few, 6s for most for the Dragons. Not sure that Duggan would want to swap Allison for Sanchez, but I'm not going to do that in his absence. He's not left any instructions. He would probably mix it up and do something different, but nature of the beast, unfortunately. So we'll go to 60 minutes. And we get to 60 minutes, still nothing. Not a great deal happened in that 15-minute period. Yeah, no real change in ratings, bottom down to a 5. It looks pretty much a formality. To be honest, we'll see if Mike wants to make any changes. Potentially a debut for Dom Solanke, or we've got Kubo on the bench, who's made 1 or 2 sub appearances so far. Quick look at the condition. De Bruyne on 83, 85 Paulinho with a yellow card. Solanke for Silva. And that is all, so we will run this one through. Esteval with a great chance for the Dragons. You'd think it's probably a little too late now for any kind of comeback. Only for formalities of the last 10 minutes, Craggy Island to see this one out. As we head into stoppage time, and the full-time whistle goes, damage done in the first half. Dragons blown away by Craggy Island. Literally 2 or 3 attempts in the entire second half. Not really expecting any change to the ratings. Alfonso Davis and Koulibaly did alright, as did Ahmad over at Craggy. Grealish picks up man of the match for his goal. Lukaku and Bruyne also on the score sheet. I'm sure Mike will be absolutely delighted, and Duggan will take some time to assess the last few games while he's been away, and yeah, probably mix things up a little bit ahead of the next game. Next up, we have got this exciting fixture. 2 very good teams, 2 good managers who spent a fair bit of time on the database. Booth Town lineup like this. Rafael Leao's coming on the left for Balde, and across at I'll do those after the game. We've got a little tweak. Caicedo's coming to midfield. Boadi's moved across. Bellingham and Palmer is up front. Hodgie, are you about? Don't know if I've seen you or not. Can't remember, mate, to be honest. Yeah, you were there. So give us a wave, and this should be a belter. Some very high-profile players on display in this one. Bellingham's been exceptional in the early part of the season. Caicedo was very, very good in some pre-season testing that I did, just on like home saves, but he was exceptional. I'll just say good stuff. And we get to half time. I've built that one up as a big game, exciting game, expecting goals, and we get to half time with not a great deal happening. A little bit more from Badgers, 5 attempts, just 1 on target. Just the 1 target from Haigmore Rangers. 6 and 7s from the Badgers. We probably expect to see something very similar across at Hodges Boys. Exactly that. See if either manager wants to make anything different. Teo's going to go as is. We'll probably expect the same from Hodgie until 60, to be honest. Ekitike maybe. We could potentially see one of those midfielders dropping out, and potentially Bellingham and Palmer dropping back 1 each for Ekitike. But maybe not yet. Kamara off for Baldanzi. Caicedo to decide. I assume that means DMC. Like that, would you? Just give us a thumbs up, my friend. Magic. Right, to 60 we go. Bellingham with a chance corner to hit more Rangers. We get to 60. Buadi with a chance, but we get to the tactical break. Hydration break, we'll start calling it. In fact, 60-minute changes moving forward will be known as the hydration break. Yeah, a little bit more from Rangers in that 15 minutes since half time. Diamande and Cucurella doing well, as is Caicedo. Over at the Badgers, goalkeeper doing well. 7s and 6s for everybody else. Will we see Semenyo or Diaby or even Hayden Hackney for the Badgers? What's the option for Hodgie, Ekatike and Carl? Some good attacking options available to both. This could potentially be the penultimate game of the night. I think maybe, pretty sure. Buadi off for Carl. No worries. That's it. And we're going to see Neymar replaced for Semenyo. Leao off for Diaby. Leao. That'll do. Magic. Right. Into the last 30 minutes we go. Is there an opening goal? A winning goal? Or are we going to get a very rare snooze fest? 10 minutes to go. Still 0-0. Looks like any goal now will probably win it for either side into the last few minutes. And it is Bellingham on 87 minutes. Mr. Clutch himself, with his 5th goal of the season, has put the Rangers 1-0 up, and they are going to see it out. Probably second best in the first half. But probably the better side in the second half marginally. Yeah, some decent performances from Tchouameni, Vitinha and Mbappe for the Badgers. But Bellingham picks up man of the match, assist coming from Diamande, and a really decent performance, especially in the second half from the Rangers. And that brings us to the Phoenix 2, who line up like this. Not sure what we've got in terms of changes. Just a change on the bench. In fact, McAllister come in for Stack. And over at Loco, we just made a change. A couple of changes on the bench, I think. So yeah, unchanged in the starting 11. So good luck to Max and Paddy as they kick off the last game of the night. Oh, Steve Wright's been here all night without a fixture. That's a bummer. But we appreciate your company, Steve, and your support. It's now into the book. 30 minutes in, still 0-0. Looks harsh. Something did. Lisa and Kimmich linking up. Marquinhos into the book. And we're heading towards half time, and spilled by the keeper, and Dembele has put the Phoenix 1-0 up on the stroke of half time. Deservedly, as the stats would suggest, 5 attempts free on target for them, just the 1 attempt from Loco. Elliot Anderson doing well. Pretty sure I had a really good game last time I did comms as well. No assist for the goal. It was a spill from the keeper, but some decent performances. Anderson, Tonali, Kulusevski and Dembele all on 8s. Nobody on a 6, which is a decent first half display. On the flip side of that, plenty of 6s for Loco. Kimmich doing okay. I think we're going to make a change. I'm going to try something here. I'm going to go with Dybala. I'm going to drop him back. I'm going to put an arrow in there. That's what we are going to try. To 60 we go then. And it's flown to 65 minutes. Booking for somebody there, potentially Rudiger. No real change at all. Quick look at Phoenix first. Still the same in terms of ratings, exactly the same. Pretty much nothing happened for 20 minutes. Just see if boys want to make any changes. We're going to do something. We're going to push him up. We're going to do as if Pardo and leave it at that. So we'll see if they want to do anything. One off a Shirky. Is that all, mate? Just to confirm. Magic. Right, let's get the last half an hour or so played on. Then Billy with a big chance. Phoenix pushing for a second. Neves into the book. Chance for Elise. 20 minutes or so to play. On 30 with an attempt wide. 10 minutes or so now for Loco to pull something out of the bag. Elise went on a mazy run but come to nothing. 5 minutes and a do it. Oh, disallowed. Still a glimmer of hope for Loco to snatch a point, but as we go into the last few seconds, they are not going to do so, and it is a 1-0 win for the Phoenix. Well played, chaps. Deserved victory. 8 attempts, 4 on target. Just the 3 for Loco. Man of the match for Jonathan Tarr. Elliot Anderson with a 9. Tonali with a 9. Really, really strong performance. Nobody less than a 7. Edison, Dumfries, Kimmich with 8. 7s and 6s for everybody else. Not the best performance from Loco, but we move on to the next one. Well done, boys. And that concludes tonight's fixtures. Classified look like this. Egmore Rangers 1, Badgers 0, Kessel Miners 3, Tempestas 1, PPP 2, Vikings 4, Dragon 0, Craggy 3, Phoenix 1, Loco 0, and Unicorns 2. Black Shucks 2 leaves the table looking like this, with 4 games played for most. Black Shucks still unbeaten, as are Hagmore Rangers on 10 points, and then 8, and then we've got Loco on 7, and a host of sides: Badgers, Bradford, Vikings, Kessel Miners, Phoenix on 6. Unicorns back on 4, haven't played a game less. Nobody looking for the first point yet, but Dragons and Tempesta still looking for the first win. Fixtures look like this. Black Shucks versus Loco is a big game. Badgers versus Vikings, Bradford, Kessel Miners, Craggy Tempestas, Dragons, Phoenix, Unicorns, PPP, which means the side not playing is going to be who is it? Is it? Is it Hodgie? Yeah, no game for Hodgie next time out. Quick look at the stats, player stats, and Cuckoo top of the average ratings. Bellingham in second. Goals, Bellingham on 5, Mbappe and Šeško on 4. Assists, Nico Williams, Frankie de Jong on 3, and a lot of players on 2. But that is going to conclude the night, chaps. Thank you very much for your company and prompt responses in the chat. I'll move the save on, get it uploaded, and I'll get it back out to you tomorrow. Thanks again. I'll speak to you soon. Cheers, boys.